It is more than a year since the catastrophic earthquake devastated the tiny country of Haiti. Hundreds of thousands were killed and more than 1 million were left homeless. Most of these people still live in makeshift displacement camps in the capital, Port-au-Prince. They live in squalid conditions with virtually no rule of law, and rape has become widespread. Human rights groups estimate many hundreds of women have been raped since the earthquake struck, and with Haiti's justice system in pieces, men are very rarely publicly punished. Our reporter Inigo Gilmore has been to meet victims and has this special report.
For 18-year-old Shukun, the birth of her first child should have been a joyous time. But the father of her 7-month-old baby is the man who raped her. Shakun's fled to a camp on the fringes of Port-au-Prince. Even here, she doesn't feel safe.
Je connais vraiment c'est moi seul qui vivre dans la ti moun nan, pas vraiment senti moi bagay. À l'aise parce que la journée c'est ka femme nan la me vinn pas passer journée, juste dormir mal, dormir même la kala m'a même dormir même c'est ka on dame dormir.
There are many like Shukun, women who survived Haiti's earthquake more than a year ago, only to have suffered further trauma in the displacement camps set up after the disaster. According to Amnesty International, women and girls living in these camps are increasingly at risk of rape. The numbers are difficult to estimate, but the hundreds of officially reported cases are believed to be just the tip of the iceberg.
When Haiti's devastating earthquake struck last January, it decimated Port-au-Prince and tore apart the social fabric of this city. Tens of thousands still live in these makeshift camps, and they become breeding grounds for rape.
Many women not only lost their homes, but their families in the earthquake, leaving them vulnerable and exposed. The camps they took refuge in are poorly lit and poorly policed. According to reports, the rapists are predominantly armed men who roam the camps after dark. Few are ever caught, virtually none are prosecuted. No one has been prosecuted for raping Fritzner, even though she identified the man responsible. She too must raise the child of her rapist. I first met Fritzner a year ago, not long after she'd been assaulted in her camp.
Le moment m'a rencontré et puis les Québec m'a fait noir et tout. Et puis les Québec, ils ont des circonstances. La même côté à tout ça m'a fait, ils râlent une bouteille, une gros bouteille blanc. Ils vont 2 coups de poing et puis ils vont 2 coups de poing.
Fritzner showed me the blood-stained nightdress she had been wearing when she was attacked. She said she kept it with her in the hope of justice. It was the only evidence she had of what happened to her. A year on, and her hope of justice has gone. The man she says raped her was released without trial. She's thrown away the nightdress. Now she says the man is trying to kill her because she reported him to the police.
Yo dem pour yo kounya yo arrivé yo dem pour yo tuer ensemble avec Timon là. On a obligé et dépayser comme qui toujours derrière ensemble avec sem nan kounya là yo arrivé d'elle pour yo tuer le tout parce que gen on a docteur les couteaux sous lui pendant il était sorti la ville. Bon, les moi Timon ça toujours rete nan mémoire moi parce que il vient une cicatrice moi et toujours gain moun le ap jouer moi toujours ap jouer mes petites carrières qui sous moi qui nan mais moi petite moi pas gen papa yo même cap faire misère à ti moun nan ça bon problème il gade les même me kon senti m'humilier à tête moi même tu me senti me da tête moi ça m'a ti moun nan da fini à tout bagay.
The justice system here has failed Fritzner, as it has failed so many other women. The cracks in Haiti's legal structure were evident before the earthquake. but the lawlessness of the displacement camps has further exposed its many failings. Mario Joseph is a prominent human rights lawyer in Port-au-Prince. He's currently handling 50 rape cases. None have yet led to a conviction.
Des fois, vous bloquez dans le niveau paquet, des fois, vous bloquez dans le cabinet d'instruction. Et tant qu'il y a plus tendance et pour que vous pas fait cas parce que messieurs d'ailleurs, c'est des juges garçons et dans question ça, on toujours pas trop de sensibilité. En Haïti, nous avons un système d'impunité côté que moun yo vraiment la justice pas c'est pour une justice son injustice que lié. Yo pas on a la donne c'est un coup et c'est dans bêtise ou le passer tête. À ce moment-là, le fait que justice n'a pas sérieux.
Questions have been asked of the police in Port-au-Prince. Many survivors of rape recalled how when they sought police help, they were told officers could do nothing. They're accused of failing to arrest suspects and failing to protect women in the camps. I went to one of Port-au-Prince's main police stations, next to the city's biggest camps. Nobody was keen to talk to me.
They just told us to come back here.
After an hour of being given the runaround, I was finally able to talk to a senior officer. She acknowledged there's a problem, but claimed their hands are tied.
Nous faisons ça que de droit, ça la loi ban nous pour nous faire plainte, pour nous référer mon nom, pour nous voir l'hôpital et ça seulement nous qu'a fait. Si possible pour nous faire interpellation, nous fait interpellation.
With a widespread lack of trust in the authorities, it's been left to people within the camps to deal with the problem themselves. This is Kofa Vive, a women's group which offers support and protection for rape victims. The group was founded by women who were raped themselves during another period of Haiti's turbulent history. Kofa Vive have made a breakthrough in this camp, Place Passion. They've recruited men to patrol the area and spread awareness about preventing rape. Early last year, they were recording at least 2 rapes a day here. Now they're rare.
Bonsoir.
Sami Basile lives in the camp with his wife. He wants to get involved with the project because he's been encouraged by the good work Kofa Vive is doing.
Viol là existe. Nous pas comme si bah ouais là j'aime, il a fait viol là. Mais il existe ça son rumeur toujours passé dans les oreilles mon d'état de souvent. Bon par contre pour l'autre abri, mais Place Pétion depuis le groupement ça fait mon négatif.
But he's still concerned about the safety of his wife.
Son bail qui est inévitable, on va pas inquiéter non. Si la fait si c'est madame moi qui comme c'est qui si c'est madame moi qui présent. Si c'est madame moi là pour le moment. Il y a pas.
For all the good work of Kofa Vive, even the group itself would admit it's just scratching the surface. Until fundamental improvements are made to Haiti's policing and justice system, there's little to deter the rapists. Hundreds of thousands of Haitian women continue to live in these displacement camps. While the camps remain, rapes on this horrific scale will go on.
Inigo Gilmore reporting there from Port-au-Prince.